All right, with this West 2 Facebook Live update, I'm Chief Meteorologist Tony Manolfi. Hope you guys are having yourselves a great Wednesday evening. You made it over the hump. It is now Wednesday night, and again, the weather conditions here are not too bad. There's a couple of showers and storms out there, nothing I'm too worried about, but here's the bottom line. We got a couple of things we're going to watch here for you. Let's get to the tropics here, kind of set things up. Everything is really disheveled. We've got this big dome of high pressure here. And that's going to take a little feature, put it into the Gulf. There may be some moisture that also comes up from the Pacific, and something may try and develop there into the Gulf of Mexico. But I've got to tell you, though, chances have lowered now to 30% from 40% with the latest afternoon model runs and based on the imagery that we're seeing. So again, not as prominent looking for development, and there will be a front dropping on in that can create some additional wind shear. So we'll watch things when we take a look at the side by side with the models here. One of the other things that we've been noting is that there's a couple major players in the eastern tropical Atlantic. You can see there's Kirk going out to sea, and then behind that there's Leslie. But when you look at the Gulf and you look at Florida, nothing really screams development. There's no hint of any issues or troubles there, which is some great news. But something we're going to be watching here going forward is what, if anything, is able to develop out of this quagmire in the northwestern Caribbean, and also in the southern Bay of Campeche, with little feature there, trying to work over from the Pacific into the Bay of Campeche. So that's one of the other things that we're going to be watching. Anita Lawless, Terry Lottie, Evelyn Perez, a lot of good folks in here tonight. Do appreciate you. Again, chances have now been lowered to 30% for development here in the tropics. I'm going to go ahead and make just a quick little change on that there for you. Again, the thinking is that things are having a tough time in the northwestern Caribbean. So disorganized showers and thunderstorms will lift into the Gulf of Mexico. Environmental conditions look okay, not great, but not bad in the Gulf. At the very least, there's going to be a lot of rain. That's one of the things that we're going to be watching. Let me show you the global models from this morning. I'm about to update these for tonight. But you can see the models have been trending more towards the south, weaker, and with the heaviest of rains across south central Florida. And I'll show you some of those models here right now. Let's take a look at this. Kind of break that down here for you. And you'll see, here's the Euro. And what it has is some Pacific moisture lifting north. Between Cancun and Havana, another little feature. So there's two pieces of energy. They're going to kind of mill around in the Gulf. There's a front dropping into the deep south. That's going to begin to pull the moisture off towards the east, northeast. And then, as we get into Thursday and Friday, the European really wants to dry things out. Let me show it to you a little bit differently here. And you can see there's the first piece. There's another feature right behind it. There's your front dropping on in. And so it's kind of a 1-2 punch with some energy. And then there goes Kirk off towards the east there. So the Euro, rainfall-wise, is much lower, much lighter than what we had this time yesterday, with that trend more towards the south. So that's some good news. Let's take a look now at the latest GFS, and I'll go ahead and show you what this looks like. Starting out with tonight. And you can see it has a little feature coming up there between Cancun and Havana. That's the first piece. And then another little piece right behind that is into the southern Bay of Campeche, with the rain kind of clearing out on Thursday and Friday. So it may be just a little bit quicker, but we definitely like the trends and what we're seeing with the Euro. GFS still has a lot of rain, though. That's one thing we're going to have to watch. That first little piece there, as it goes overhead, may produce some fairly good rain. And then that second piece kind of comes across. So let me show it to you this way. So there's Sunday. Monday. There's that first piece into Tuesday. And then that second wave, because the front's coming on in, kind of diverts everything to the south. Kind of what the European's doing, but GFS is a little bit slower. That's the old one right there. That's going to update here in just a little bit. But I just wanted to kind of show that to you. I'm going to rerun this so that the side-by-sides are up to date. Let's do this, hit save, and then that'll update for me going forward. So then when you look at the 7-day rainfall, again, the majority of the rain is in the Gulf, but you can see over central and southern Florida, a good 3 to 6, 2 to 6 inches of rain. So something that we'll watch, but it certainly looks like a drying trend on both the Euro and the GFS is going to be kicking on in. So something that we'll be watching as we go through the next 7 to 10 days. We like seeing that. Now, as with the 7-day forecast here, and I'll answer some questions here before we do some local stuff. Elizabeth Haunt, Marion Braun, Ben Prince is in the house. Good to have you guys. Here's the 7-day. So the time frame, Sunday night, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I think Thursday and Friday now, the latest models coming in. It's a little bit quicker, and then also a little bit more towards the south. So 1-2 punch Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and then clearing on out, hopefully there, just in time for Wednesday. All right, let me take some tropical questions, and then I'll focus in on what's going on outside right now with you guys. Anybody have any questions about the tropics, taking any trips, got any concerns, questions? Shout out to my cousin Bobby DeBrucki, says Charlie Felton, Mary D. Garcia, Joanna Gristo, Terry Lonnie. Look at the whole group is in the house. Appreciate you guys popping in and saying hi. Deborah Sullivan is also in. Good to have you there, Deb. So there's your 7-day. Hot again tomorrow, another day of the 90s. And then we begin to kind of get a little wetter late Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Leslie, yes, with you on that. Any more storms? So, there's the chances for development have lowered. I'm going to make that very clear. They have lowered. It does not, we've been saying this the last 2 days, does not look very well organized. So chances have lowered here a little bit. I still think something's going to come our way, whether rain or not. Daytona Beach is in the house. Teresa, good to have you right there. Let's go Mets. I don't think there's any issues in St. Martin. No, I think you're good. Junie Pachi, good to have you right there. It's been a while. Greetings from the Pachi family. Yep. Rainy season usually ends second to third week of October. Great question. Tony McLean, good evening. Wendy Morgan, rain is okay. Tony, it's not looking like a whole lot of wind. Diane, does not look like a hurricane. I think we're going in the right direction here. The trends have been good. Rainy Eanes, good. The Mets logo, I love that. I think we are up 3-1 right now, but it's very early. It's on ESPN. I'm sure you knew that. Crystal Reiner, I do. Dominique, I think you're going to be fine to fly to New Jersey next week, as of right now. Yes. Saturday, northeast flow, a few showers. The heavier stuff won't arrive until Sunday evening. I love that you go live. Amy, Stasia, Sawyer. Well, Amy, I hope you're following me. I think you are, but appreciate those kind words there, young lady. Rain and cooler temps bring it. Uncle Tony's, Karen Ritchie. Let's see, Die Hard, yes. We were like, Wendy Morgan, those cooler temperatures are not that far away. They are knocking on the door. Tina Atkins saying happy early birthday. It's not my birthday, but I'll take those birthday wishes anyway, or you may be saying that to somebody else. Rocky, good to have you. There we go. Is it going to rain in Stuart, Florida? Tony McLean, it is going to rain. Faith, for me, it's more and more about the rain. Stephanie Lenpeck, thank you for the resend. The sharing is caring motto is with us here tonight. Brian Keller, Kathy Wiesberg, Sweeney's in the house. Vivian Taylor from Sebastian. A lot of Sebastian folks in here tonight. So again, if you're just getting in, not too well organized right now, nothing there, but we're still going to watch the Gulf. Chances have been lowered now. The models have come in weaker. I kind of thought this might be the case. It's not going to rain. Well, you might get a sprinkle off of the Gulf. Let me get to the radar here real quick. Cindy Rubin, good to have you right there. All right, so we're going to divert from the tropics for a quick second. I'll come back to it. I got most of the main points across. Sharing is caring. Jeanette, Profiteer, appreciate you. Joyce Schobert, New Smyrna Beach, thanks for these updates. So there are a few showers out here. So there's a look at what we got. You see Leesburg. You can see New Smyrna Beach. There's a look there. So there are a few showers. The question was, is it going to rain in Brevard County? There's a couple of Atlantic showers that may come on in. Tina Owen, good to have you right there. Teresa Hernandez, thunder in Leesburg. Yep, there's a little bit of a flare up there off to your northwest that we've been noting and monitoring right there. A little bit of wind there, too. Look at that. I'll be darned. Yep, right there. There you go. Patricia Seacrest, all I want is that we're not going to... No, it does not look like a hurricane right now for sure. Pretty weak looking. It's all about trajectory, Faith, and the amount of rain they got. As it was moving up to the north and the east. Port Cancun's my favorite vacation spot. Yep. So let's see here. National temperatures. So somebody wanted to know where there's the cooler weather. Let's do this. We're heading to Orlando next week. Brian Carson, anything after Wednesday, I think Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday would be a lot better. Angie, thank you for taking the time to explain everything. Tammy Malfers is in the house. The weekend at Daytona Beach, you're going to have to watch the onshore flow. I think rip currents are going to be a concern. There will be some showers, but the main stuff won't arrive until Sunday night, Monday, Tuesday, and on into Wednesday. But the rip currents for me, for the beach goers there, is the thing we're going to have to watch. East-northeast winds 10 to 15, maybe 10 to 20. Elizabeth Haught, more help is headed to North Carolina. Yes, it is. Indeed, you are correct. Exactly. Snow map. We'll take a look at that. Somebody wants to talk snow. No snow on the map, but colder weather. We go north of the border here. Hang on a second. Now we're starting to see a lot of 20s popping up in Canada. Not unusual for this time of the year. Inuvik has warmed up from 28 to 30. Point Barrow from 30 to 36. Fort Ross was 27. They jumped up to 34. So there's a lot of cold air in Canada. And once we start getting into mid-October, that starts to come south. So there we go. I'm not from Levittown. I'm from Smithtown, which is just to the east of there. 101 in Vegas. 86th in Kingston. Down under, it's 43 in Punta Arenas. Brasilia's up to 82. Windhoek is at 54. Ankara, Turkey's at 43. Oslo, 39. A lot of cold air over Scandinavia. Look at Surgut, Bratsk, Astana, and Yakutsk, 36 degrees. Ulaanbaatar, 30. Cooling down in Beijing, Shanghai, Seoul, and Singapore. Good front there. Manila's at 86. Darwin is 86. And then back towards New Zealand, 52. And 57, and then Hawaii is back into the low and mid 80s. So that time of the year. All right. So one more time, we do the tropics here for folks that have just gotten on in. And see, we have some new faces, some new peoples. So let's get you guys. Massapequa, yes. Montauk on the 15th. Okay. All right. Good. Yeah. Know those places well. All right. So out in the tropics, as you can see. We've got a Kirk as a hurricane. It's going to be a major hurricane. We've got 13, which is about to be Leslie. And then closer to home, we have, this is not an invest. It's just an area that we'll be watching going forward. So there you go. The global models are trying to develop a little something here. We'll see if this happens. But at any rate, the global models have been weaker. The trend still looks to be Sunday night. Maybe through Wednesday, we may be able to take a day back. So there you go. Movement has been over South Central Florida. When you look at the euro, hi Tony, glad to see you. I'm going to get up because we are having. Oh yeah. Johnson Joy, be very careful. Yes, there we go. You must be in Leesburg too. There's Wednesday. The euro's got a little piece of energy, some rain. Late Saturday into Sunday. Then another piece that comes in Monday through Wednesday and then clears out for Thursday. That's the euro. Euro rainfall looks like this. You can see a lot lower because it's a little bit farther to the south. The GFS, though, is a little bit different. Yep, there you go. Costa Rica is in the 70s. The Hansenator's in the house. Good to have you. So GFS has a feature from the Pacific coming north and a feature in the Caribbean heading north. Two features there in the Gulf of Mexico. Little front trying to work it on in there by Wednesday. Could dry things out just in time for Thursday from north to south across Central Florida. I'm going to have to wait and see if this precip needs to be updated, but you can see the GFS still has a good amount of rain over us with those two features that kind of come across the area. So that's something that we'll be watching very carefully. Euro and GFS right there. Still wet, but not as wet as yesterday. All right, gang, I'm going to wrap it up here with a look at the 7-day, and then we will let you guys get back to what it is that you do on a Wednesday night. So there we go. JoJo, saw that. We win. We move on. That's it against Philly. Thursday, Friday, 90 89, 88, and then late Sunday night into Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, that's when the main core of the rain, if it is going to happen, will occur. So we'll keep you posted on that. All right, guys, I'm going to rock and roll. I need to start making some updates on the evening graphics for tonight's 10 and 11. Hope to see you on the CW tonight at 10 and or West 2 News at 11. You guys are a fantastic group. If you haven't shared tonight's message, please go ahead and do so. Other than that, I will be right back here again tomorrow night on Facebook anyway, around 8. Then, of course, you can see me tonight at 10 on the CW 18 and again at 11 on West 2 News. Take care, guys. Ta-ta.